Welcome back to our YouTube channel Applied Forensic Research Sciences. I am Vaishnavapuli, volunteer of AFRS, and I am going to explain you about development of latent fingerprints using powders method part 2 in this video. Content of the topic: mechanism of technique, application procedures, regular powders, metallic powders. Mechanism of technique: the application of finely divided material and the subsequent removal of excess powder by brushing, blowing, or tapping has been the universal method of intensifying fingerprints on non absorbing surfaces since the early days of fingerprint technology. The technique relies on mechanical adherence of fingerprint powder to the moisture and oily components of skin rich deposit. The addition of powder formulation to fingerprint residues is governed by pressure deficit mechanism. If a powder particle is wetted only on its lower side by sweat deposition, then owing to curvature, if meniscus, there will be a pressure deficit causing the particulate to adhere or stick. The effectiveness with the powder adhesives on the ridges depends on the size and shape of particles that compose the formulation, that is the formulation of the powder. The small fine particles adhere more easily than large coarse ones. Therefore, most formulations are composed either very fine rounded particles that about 1 micrometer in diameter or a fine flake particles about 10 micrometers in diameter. Nanoparticle size powder compositions have proved to be very effective in lifting fingerprints. A sample fingerprint developed with the aid of nanoparticle based composition incorporating crystal violet stain, as shown in the image. As the age of fingerprint residue increases, the moisture and the oily components tends to evaporate, leaving the deposition more viscous. The same phenomenon is observed in warm climate areas. Thus, aged prints in tropical climates are literally difficult to develop by powder technique or powder method. The drying rate is, however, not dependent on the relative humidity, indicating that sweat residue has lower water content near the surface. Application procedures. We are going to study about application procedures of these powders. Before the application of powder formulation, the surface should be searched visually for the fingerprint impression. This is usually aid of an intense light source in consult with magnifying glass. The light source is put at an oblique angle to the surface suspected of bearing the latent fingerprint and viewed with the help of magnifying glass. The image of magnifying glass is shown here. The print should first photographed using an appropriate filter. Next, the relevant powder should be applied in a circular motion by a fingerprint brush. Generally, the fingerprint brush is made up of camel hair or from the glass fibers. The important thing is to be noted here that this brush can only be used with non-magnetic powders. Here should be taken to prevent mismatching of the imprint. Excess powder should be removed off by dusting the surface with a gentle tapping or blowing. The developed print should once be photographed. Finally, it be lifted with a tape and preserved for the record. Tape lifting of fingerprint is shown in the image. On brushing the imprint impression, only fine particles of the formulation adheres to the fingerprint residue. In simple terms, one can also say that the magnetic wand, when taken near to the magnetic powder, because of the creation of magnetic field, results in the formation of bristles at the tip of the wand, which acts as brush, and this can directly develop the latent fingerprints. Once the print has been developed, the excess powder can be detached from the applicator by drawing the magnetized steel rod. To improve the performance, the magna powder can be replaced by magnetic flake particles also. In such formulation, The coarse iron particles are replaced by magnetic plates that are attracted to the magnetic applicator. Unlike standard magna powders, which contain only 1% if fine particles that can adhere to the fingerprint residue. All the magnetic plates lifted by applicator are available for fingerprint development. The magnetic flakes are specifically useful for print development on rough and porous surfaces such as painted walls, polythene, and paper. Regular powders. Regular fingerprint powder consists of resinous polymer for the adhesion, that is, for the sticking property, and a colorant for contrast. The adhesive gets adheres to the moisture and oily components of sweat residue by pressure deficit mechanism. While the colorant and the color particles gets absorbed on the adhesive in this manner, the ridge pattern is visualized. The commonly used adhesives are starch, kaolin, rosin, and silica gel. The colorant may be an inorganic salt or an organic derivative which imparts color to the ridges. Formulation containing ferric oxide and rosin, manganese dioxide and rosin, titanium and kaolin, lamp black, fuller's earth are common examples of inorganic based fingerprint powders. The working performance of the composition may be improved by coating powder onto the fine quartz or plastic particulates. A black powder containing iron oxide, quartz, kaolin, and carbon soot is an example of coated dusting formulation. Over the years, it became evident that commercial fingerprint powders containing inorganic salts of mercury, cadmium, titanium, manganese, etc., pose an occupational hazard to the user. As a result, the organic based formulations became more popular. These formulations generally contain an organic dye as the colorant. For improved results, fluorescent and laser active dyes are used. Formulation containing fluorescent eosin Y and rhodamine B are some common examples of organic based fingerprint powders. These fluorescent powders works well with UV light sources and multi-watt lasers. The main advantage of these powders is that they can used on contrasting surfaces. They also come in magnetic and non-magnetic forms. The image shown here are the fingerprints developed using fluorescent powders, and the brush used here is ostrich brush. These fluorescent powders react with UV or purple or blue bands of visible light to produce different hues that can be easily detected. Here should be observed by using colored goggles such as that the wavelength of light emitted from the UV cells does not harm the eyes. Ostrich brush is used to sprinkle these fluorescent powders on the latent finger mark. Metallic powders. Powder formulation containing mixed metals have been in use for a considerable time. Their advantage is that they have a longer shelf life as compared to the organic based powders. Their disadvantage is that metallic components elicit toxic effects to the users. Silver powder containing aluminum flake and quartz powder. Gold powder is containing bronze flakes and powdered quartz. Gray powder containing meshed aluminum and kaolin. The above mentioned powders are some of the examples of metallic dusting compositions. Fine lead powder has been used for latent detection of X-ray electronography and autoelectronography. A good number of powder formulations containing natural or synthetic organic derivatives that flourish phosphorus upon exposure to the UV light or the laser light. The advantage of such compositions is that they are useful for visualization of latent prints deposited on multicolored surfaces that would present a contrast problem if developed with conventional powders. Moreover, these can be used for developing via weak prints also. The disadvantage is that these can be rarely used in fieldwork. Some formal organic compounds which have been used for powders are acridine yellow, acridine orange, coumarin 6, crystal violet, Nile blue, rhodamine B, rhodamine 6G. Luminescent powders containing lanthanide complex is in place of organic derivatives have also been formulated. Lanthanide complexes offer advantages including the benefits from large stroke-shaped, long luminescent lifetimes, narrow emissions, ability of sequential assembly of complexes, and chemical variability of ligands. Moreover, such powders are suitable for detection of latent fingerprints on difficult surfaces such as wood, masking tape, and polythene. We have come to an end of this video, and this is MCQ time. The question is, which metallic powder is containing measured aluminum and kaolin? Option A, silver powder. Option B, grey powder. Option C, gold powder. Option D, none of the above. Post your answers in the comment section. As we also know that in our last video, development of latent fingerprints using powders method part 1, the MCQ question is the formulation of hydrogyrum congrita composed of option A 1 part of manganese and 1 part of water by weight. Option B 2 parts of mercury and 1 part of water by weight. Option C 1 part of mercury and 2 parts of chalk by weight. Option D 1 part of aluminium and 1 part of lead by weight. And the answer is option C 1 part of mercury and 2 parts of chalk by weight. Hope you all understood the content of the video. If you have any queries, please mention it in the comment section. Thank you for watching.